Thank you. I appreciate everybody attending here today on a nice, warm, sunny day. So you've paid your dues to be here, and I appreciate the league sponsoring this. I'm running for this assembly seat because I think California is in a dire financial situation, and I think I have the qualifications and background to try and help solve it. I've served in the public sector. I was president of the California Public Utility Commission for 6 years. I was on the California Transportation Commission for 3 years. I was in the private sector as an accountant for a major accounting firm for over 20 years. And I've done some nonprofit work at a senior citizen agency in San Francisco that served over 20,000 seniors. I was on a board that built a 70-unit low-income housing project for seniors in San Francisco. And I've worked with 2 charter schools in the city of Alameda for the last 15 years. So I've got a good, diverse background. I think the issues that I hope to solve with that experience and background are, first, to create jobs. And I think that we can do that with some tax incentives to get it started. Corporations in California have over $200 billion in cash. They need to start spending it for investment, and every $1 billion they invest will create 20,000 jobs. So we need to give some tax incentives to get them more incentivized to invest their money in new capital to create new jobs. I would do that with both the investment tax credit and a jobs credit, so that they would have more incentives to do it. And I think they would have to have a tax holiday also to repatriate some of the cash that's sitting overseas. So I think that the next issue is to balance the budget without increasing taxes. I think just like the federal government, the state has a spending problem, not a revenue problem. If you look at the spending for the last 8 years, they've exceeded the rate of inflation and population to a point that if today they had only spent an increase in expenses equal to the rate of population and the rate of inflation, there would be no $20 billion deficit. So they've overspent $20 billion from what the great growth in population and inflation. So I would have the expertise and background as a businessman, a CPA, to get in there and analyze the numbers and figure out where in the world they're spending this money. I mean, 8 years ago, they were in a balanced budget, and it's just an excess spending that needs to be decided on. One of my pet issues is the high-speed rail affecting these peninsula towns, Palo, Alto, Menlo, and Atherton. I've been working on that for 2 years. I've attended at least 50 meetings trying to fix it so that it's done right or not at all, and I feel strongly that that's the case. So I think that if you could see your way clear to support me, like some of my endorsements. George Shultz, former Secretary of State, has endorsed me. Tom Campbell, former U.S. Congressman, has endorsed me. And the City Council member from San Jose. So I appreciate being here, and I look forward to answering.